I'm a little late this morning, but we had to put some curls. Okay, I put some curls in the hair because I do my hair myself. So I mean, I cut my hair myself, and it don't look right if it's uneven and straight. Okay, you can hide a bad haircut with some curls. Okay, just in case anybody's wondering what to do with their hair, as long as if you cut it yourself, curl it, you'll be okay. So I had to put some curls in it. Good morning, y'all. Y'all know the drill. I'm gonna wait for some more people to come in. It's gonna be first come, first serve. That's the order we're going to do it in. All right, I'm gonna wait for people to join so I can, give y'all some more info. I'm gonna need a new little book already. Shout out to whoever's on Twitch and Kick. Hi, y'all. Good morning. All right, so if y'all are new here, we're going to do some tarot. And excuse me, y'all, that flat iron got me. The the order we do it in is first come, first serve. So drop y'all signs in the chat, and that's going to be the order in which we read. If you are watching me on TikTok, I'm up on YouTube. This will be time stamped and saved, and you can watch it later if you do happen to miss your sign or anything like that. Let me just write down Aquarius. And I'm going to wait a little bit just to give all the rest of the, I guess, kind of announcements and things like that. These will be general, so we won't be doing any personal questions. The way that we do personal questions when you do catch me live is you can do the $5 discounted questions. And you just Cash App, or if you're on YouTube, you can do the super chat now that that's up and running. So you can do a $5 question, and we just do it in between the general zodiacs. If you do become a member on my YouTube, you do get a monthly question. All right, so it's basically a reading pretty much like in one specific area of life or for one question. So that is up and running as well. And the members will get career readings, shorts that other people don't get to see. And they will get love readings on there as well. So that's set up for the members, and you just subscribe on my YouTube. And yeah, y'all know where to get the readings. They're linked. All right, they're linked in my bios, my descriptions. They're linked to my YouTube video. Like right now, this video that you're watching live, the little icon for the product should show up. And yeah, I don't really have, I'm trying to think if I have any, I don't really have too many general messages to start out with. Just make sure y'all like the live for me. I appreciate it. Gets the people going, gets more people out there. And yeah, so anybody that's on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, again, this will be up on YouTube, time stamped. So far, we have Aquarius, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, and Virgo. Continue to drop y'all signs in the chat. Feel free to drop signs for your moon, rising, whatever, whatever y'all want to put in there. And yeah, we're going to get started in a second. I'm just letting it warm up, letting some more people join on the, specifically YouTube. That's my main squeeze. All right, we only got 5 signs, y'all, so don't be, because I know there's 21 people on YouTube right now. In a few minutes, somebody going to say, oh, you skipped Aries. You skipped, put your sign in the chat. That's how it works. Hey, good morning. Good morning, y'all. There go Aries right there. As soon as I said it, put y'all sides in the chat. That's the order we're going to go in, y'all. Hi, welcome. We got Pisces. Pisces is going to be third. Capricorn. Let's put Capricorn. You said don't do bad drugs, kids. Bachelor Brad, I'm pretty sure you do cocaine with that name. I'm pretty sure you've done it several times. I can tell. All right, Scorpio. I be cracking myself up. I should do stand-up comedy one day. All right, we got Scorpio. Yeah, I know. Put that emoji. I see you. I know. I know what you do. I can tell. I can tell. We're going to clip you too. We're going to put you on the clips. Thank you for the clip. Hey, y'all. Thank you for the rose, Jasmine. Thank you. Welcome, y'all. You said, how can I tell? I'm a psychic. Psych, no, I'm just playing. Ooh. Y'all funny. I miss doing this. I should never stop this channel. Good times. You said who's on cocaine? Ooh. Let me put that one there. All right, y'all. We will get started. Let me stop playing with y'all. All right, so far we got Aquarius, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, and Scorpio. All right, so keep dropping signs. We got 8 signs, so there's 4 more missing. We're going to get started with Aquarius, y'all. I know the Aquariuses are waiting. Aquariuses don't play around, so let's do their reading. No, I'm just kidding. It's like, I love Aquariuses. Those are my main people in my life. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you. All right, so here we go. Let's see, Aquarius. If you do the way that we do it, guys, if you're just now joining on TikTok really quick, you drop your signs in the chat. That's the order we go in, okay? So also what I want to say is that the readings are going to be about 10 to 15 minutes. So if you're on TikTok and you miss your sign or your sign's further down the list, this is up on YouTube. It will be time-stamped. It is saved. We're going to do Aquarius, Sag, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, Gemini. All right, so we got 2 more signs. What's left? Oh, we got Cancer. Cancer is missing, and is there any Cancers? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. Cancer and Libra. Anybody? All right, I'm just gonna put it. All right, Cancer, Libra. Libra's last. Okay, there we go. Cancer, you get to be number 11. So you'll be at like in 2 hours. Honestly, I'm not even playing. Like 2.5 hours. All right, Aquarius. Let's get started. I know my Aquariuses are probably getting impatient. Let me add some tea. All right, Aquarius. Let's see. What is the center of the reading for the Aquariuses? What's the center of the reading for the Aquariuses here? Okay, pride. All right, being proud of ourselves, our ego, showing off something, overcoming something. All right, so pride is the center of the reading. Let me do this cord real quick. All right, so what is your energy, Aquarius? What's your current energy in this scenario? Because that could be somebody outside of you. All right, so style. All right, so you're in a Cancer energy. You're either talking about a Cancer, you're with them, you're bringing them up, or they have some sort of influence over you. If this is not about a Cancer specifically, you're just moving forward with things in a positive light. You've already succeeded in something, so you're going to keep moving on that path. And something is currently running smoothly. I feel like, too, you are in control of the direction in which something is going. All right. All right, let's see. What other energy should you be in here, Aquarius? Okay, so sexuality is Gemini. So in this case, I feel like there's a need to go back to, like, if you're on the path, there's a need to kind of rethink the decision a little bit here. Not that it's wrong, because I feel like when you get style, something is moving along. It's moving forward. All right, so you got a lot of Gemini energy. So you got sexuality, courage, and vision. What needs to be observed here? Let's see. What needs to be observed here, Aquarius? Vision again. Okay, well, okay, for right now, keep your focus. All right, there's instinct. There's inspiration. Okay, Aquarius, so whatever this reading is going to say, you're going to see that it's accurate or that is correct. If you're in Cancer energy, I feel like whatever you're doing today or in the next couple of days, you are doing it because of a Cancer. You're bringing up a Cancer. Something is centered around that information. Okay. So we got Aquarius, change, and ambition. You may change something that you're focused on or... All right, let's get the cards. Let's see. I'm not going to speculate too much. So there's something about you changing a career path. All right, we're going to figure it out. Nope, I did not do Pisces yet, y'all. We're going out of order today. All right, so let me get 8 cards. Let me get 8 cards. All right, so yeah, judgment. Okay, so we're going to be shocked. I feel like something is shocking with the judgment. It's like a wake-up call, but this is said. So you are going to see intuitively something about you changing your career path, and it may have something to do with a Cancer. Okay, yeah, there's a Temperance. Okay. You're going to be shocked at something a Sagittarius says. It's going to give you a new perspective. That's what you're going to be able to see. Again, you guys may have Sag placements as well. All right, Knight of Pentacles, two of Wands, 5 of Cups, and then the 10 of Cups. You're going to get a new perspective. I feel, yeah, movement forward. The 2 of Wands. You left behind. Some of you may have left behind something that was moving in a slow motion to you. You felt like it was going too slowly. And now you're kind of jumping into some of the other 5 of Cups and then the 10 of Cups, though. So we want to make sure that something is not in a negative light. Yeah, the root of why you are where you are is Cancer. Right there, Chariot. Thank you on TikTok. Thank you for the nail compliment. All right, so let's see. Sag is next, y'all. What is the Temperance saying here? I feel like they're saying something. Okay, they're resisting, and that's going to be a wake-up call. Okay, what are they resisting here? Versatility, fight, and self-love. What are they doing instead? This is like a major card for... This is a big deal for why they're doing this. Okay, they're the Strength right now. So instead of being like extra comfortable in something, they're making sure that something is consistent. They're making sure something is moving along in a perpetual light. Okay, they're making sure that something is they're taking something like a routine that works, and they're keeping it set in stone, and they're making it perpetual. All right, so they're not sitting in a comfort zone with versatility. They're doing something that takes a lot of, I'm assuming, work or time or energy. I'm also getting to, they're in Leo energy while you are in Cancer energy, which is very interesting because that goes in order of the zodiac. But for some reason, the Judgment's here. So what do you realize with the Judgment? I feel like they told you something. The way that this looks. Okay, so what do you realize with the Judgment here? Okay, knowledge. Maybe you realize that they do know something, because let's not forget you have vision and intuition. So what do they have information on? So there's a reason that they're in this energy. What do they realize? What do they see here? Or what do they have knowledge about? Okay, it's got respect, transition, and focus. Okay, so they've changed their focus. They know to do that. Okay. What is this going to give you a new perspective on? Something's going to give you new clarity. New perspective on what? Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Okay, on order. Okay, so they give you a new perspective on getting something organized, planning ahead. All right, let's see. So let's get a different deck here. So to sum this up right, you're going to see that a Sagittarius knew what to do here. I feel like, too, they're going to mention something that proves that they know how to get something organized. They know how to focus. I'm also getting, too, they're giving you a new perspective on what it means to be organized or planning ahead. All right. So how did you used to view order here? It's the way that you used to think things were supposed to go, or the way that you used to view like maybe chaos or things being organized. Here's your opportunity, the King of Swords, King of Cups, and then there's the Nine of Wands. So the energy that you're looking at, you see the opportunity here, you see the time, the energy, the money to do something, right? But for some reason, you end up in the Nine of Wands. We have the ability to see something clearly with the King of Swords. We can manage our emotions. But the way you're viewing something, you have insecurity or like isolation. You may even have thought, now let's remember, the judgment is knowledge. So you're going to realize that a Sagittarius does know something. So you may look at them and assume that they don't know something with the Nine of Wands, or they're not sure about something, or that they're unclear. Okay. So what is your perspective in this scenario? Now, again, you guys can have Sag placements too. If this is not about a Sag, you can have Sag placements, all right? You said, will you get a glow up? You can glow yourself up, yeah. All right, let's see. So the Temperance. Let's see. How are you going to view this scenario now? How do you view organization, order, planning? All right, yeah, the Six of Swords, there's Judgment, there's the Hermit, and then there's the Five of Pentacles. So now this was ambition, so that's a Virgo. I feel like you're going to notice all of, because the Judgment is coming out twice. Somebody is saying something out loud. They could be saying something to a group of people. You may also feel like you may assume that things have to get in order in isolation. Like you have to isolate yourself to plan, to grow, things like that. The Sagittarius may be doing something that includes other people. There's a lot of people in these cards. I'm also getting to, like I said, knowledge. It's going to show that they have experienced something. They have the information on something. They have the wisdom. I'm also getting to whatever they're doing, the information that they give, it could be something that other people don't see, or it can be something that other people just haven't thought about. So I can compare this also to the fact that, like, some people say that you need to be isolated to grow, or you need to be isolated to learn and evolve. I feel like for you, Aquarius, it may work better for you to do something out in public or be surrounded around groups of people in this case, or to network, or, you know, it's like about expanding your network or making sure that you're in a more fruitful area. That could be it. Like, you may assume that something can automatically succeed, or like something succeeds better when you're alone. But I feel like for you in this scenario, something may work better with people. All right. So in Aquarius, you rule large groups of people. It may tend to be easier for you to get a lot of attention, or to get a lot of people to support you. All right. Let's see what else the Temperance is doing so that you can kind of... Let's see. So what is the outcome that you see here? Because I feel like the outcome is what you notice. What else is the outcome here? Okay, leadership. That's what I was saying. So yesterday, Sagittarius had leadership. They were the leader in the Capricorn reading. All right, so that is the outcome. They have people that they can lead, or they're the first person to do something. All right, they're either the first person to do it. Yeah, leadership. That's the center of the pride part, right? Defense and self-love. This is the thing. You can't... Somebody's like, yeah, if you're going to do something where you want people to follow after, or you want people to listen to you, you can't be selfish, or you can't be isolated. All right, so let's see. Let's see what else the result is here. Yeah, there's an Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands. So there's Sag energy right there. You possibly... I feel like you may be the Eight of Swords because your advice is vision. All right. There's the Moon. There's the Six of Wands. There it is. There's the pride. There's the leadership. There could be people looking at this person. If you have like a Sag rising or a Sag moon, this definitely can be about you. Like, you don't realize people are actually looking up to you, listening to you. Aquarius, Sag also naturally, right? If you don't know what your rising sign is, Sagittarius would fall in your, yeah, Sagittarius will fall in your 11th house, and that's groups of people. Yeah, that would be community groups of people. So that would make sense. I had to do the math in my head, y'all. I had to I had to visualize the astrology wheel. But yeah, so naturally Sagittarius will fall into that category for you guys. All right, so that is Aquarius's reading. All right. Also really quick, Aquarius, because you guys rule unique identities, Sagittarius is about foreign energy, people that you are different from, different ages, different cultures, countries, backgrounds, religions. That's what Sag rules. So something may also benefit you to expand your horizons and like be around different people for work purposes. I feel like the biggest thing it looks like, I would expand to, I mean, I don't know if this is about, I don't know if anybody's worried about relocating or moving, but you might want to be in a place where there's more people. If this is about like jobs and things like that, I would try your best to do things in the public, like do some networking and things like that. All right, so we got Sag is up next, y'all. Let me drink some tea. Kira, you said stop doing this. Why would I stop doing it when I have losers like you that watch me? You drive up the traffic more than anybody with commenting. You grow the channel. So no, we're going to keep doing it. And we're going to bother people like you so that the channel grows. It's easy. I don't even have to do anything. Got me another clip. Thank you. Shout out to the trolls. If y'all want to do content creation, I tell y'all all the time, you got to leave the trolls. Don't moderate it. All right, so let's see. Sagittarius. Let me timestamp it. Y'all know I be forgetting the timestamps. I've been doing good these days. Hi, welcome. No problem, Mark. Just to let y'all know, if you just now joined the order, we did Aquarius. That was the first one. It started at 8 minutes. If you're on TikTok, we're doing Sag, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, or Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Libra. All right. So the way that we're doing it is we do it in first come, first serve. So I know that order may sound crazy to y'all, but yeah. Thank y'all for all the likes and the gifts. I appreciate y'all. All right, Sagittarius. So what is the center of your reading today, Sagittarius? What's the center of your reading today? Okay, determination and focus. All right, you did come out in the Aquarius reading about being focused or determined. So this can be about what do you put, what are you focusing your attention on, things like that. All right, what is your current energy, Sagittarius is? What's your current energy, Sagittarius? Mystery, okay. So I don't know if you guys remember a few readings ago, it was about 2-3 readings ago, the advice was to do something like an Aquarius. And what did Aquarius do? And it was mystery. All right, so I feel like even if you don't know what that means, you are in the energy. Now, mystery can either be you're hiding something, keeping something to yourself, or mystery means that you are exploring something that you have not yet done. I feel like, too, if you're focused and you're planning, you're going into something as if you do not know and you're researching. All right, so you're researching different options and things like that. All right, so now when we get mystery, guys, I always tell people, and I'm going to just reiterate, sorry for my people that regularly watch me and y'all got to hear me say the same things. But with mystery, when I get this card and we are supposed to hide something, I do try to keep it general and kind of quiet because people do cross watch for different signs. And if you trying to keep something hidden, it's supposed to be hidden, then I don't want to say that on here. So with mystery for yourself, what are you hiding? And then we'll see what you're looking into. What are you keeping to yourself here? Make sure y'all can't see the y'all can't see the card. Okay. All right, what are you looking into? What are you curious about? What are you looking into here? Now, this part we can talk about. This isn't really a secret. Okay, leadership. Yeah, you came out in leadership. Thank you. All right, so you're looking into, this could be like side hustles, a management position, trying to get a promotion, a business, things like that, teaching. All right, so what other energy should you be in here? Or you want to initiate something or be the first to create something, do something. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Sagittarius? Okay, so the energy you should be in is fluidity. All right, deal with the ebbs and flows. Again, if you're trying to figure something out with mystery, that is about experimenting. All right, now remember, we have focus. So you could be very, very focused on one thing right now. You may want to do some research on other things, other streams of income, but just right now, accept the flow that you're in, go with the flow. Go with the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs, all that good stuff. All right. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Thank you for the gift, y'all. All right. What else do you need to go with the flow of here, Sagittarius? Okay. You got connectivity and inspiration. Something is directly connected to Aquarius energy. All right. But go with the flow. We'll see what else this is. Let's see. Thank you, Living Life. I don't know what your real name is, and you've been on here for a long time, but thank you. If you don't want people to know your real name, you don't have to post it. I was just saying. All right, so let's see. You don't want people all up in your business. All right, Ten of Swords. Here's the King of Cups, Eight of Wands. You're going to get, yeah, the Chariot. This is so clear. So here's the Aquarius is in the Chariot energy. They're moving along with something very smoothly. They're focused on themselves here. If you are directly connected to an Aquarius and they're in charge of something, or you have to work with them, go with the flow of what's going on with them. Or if you work under them or something like that. Excuse me. All right, Three of Cups. Here's an opportunity. And you have the Death card and the Hierophant. So that's interesting because I'm literally getting the message like the only thing constant is change. And the reason I'm saying that is with the Death card and the Hierophant, this is Scorpio, Taurus. These are both fixed signs, right? And they're polar opposites. Taurus energy is where we have our own resources. And then the Death card is what do we transform those resources into? But it does rule change. So it kind of looks like there is an opportunity that transforms into being a fixed energy. So let something transform. I feel like that's why you need to be in fluidity. All right. I feel like too, if you assume something is going to be the same way every day, all the time, it's not. Something is going to shift and change as you're doing it or as you are trying to build it or work on it. All right. So let's see what else. What's your energy down here in these 8 cards real quick? And I'm going to clarify the Death card. You could be dealing with, oh, you're coming out as Defiance. Okay, what is this could be why this rule is set here. Okay, so what is the rule here? Or the norm? Oh, okay, resilience. So the norm is that something is supposed to be difficult or hard, or you're supposed to force it. Now, if you're in fluidity, I don't see anything. I don't see you doing anything the hard way. I don't see it being super difficult where you're not able to kind of go with the flow here. But let's just make sure. So what are you doing instead? Because we don't want you to be doing the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, luck. So this is a 10 of Wands, but you're doing the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're taking advantage of an opportunity or you're making sure something is easy. I feel like, too, you're using all of your time wisely. There's something that you're doing with your time that's going to make a lot of sense here. So what is your luck? What comes easy to you? Or what are you using your time for here? Yeah, angel. Okay. What? Oh, I mean, you're just being yourself. Yeah, order. So that's why that came out in the Aquarius reading. So I feel like, first of all, also, you are putting yourself first, or you are organizing something, or you are planning something. You're being yourself. I mean, that's pretty okay. All right, what's the Death card here? You're not doing anything out of the ordinary. All right. What's the Death card here? I feel like that's what works for you. You got rebellion. What is the Hierophant in this case? Okay, all perspective. Oh, so the rule. And see, that's what you're doing, right? So by you being defiance, but you're being in luck and angel, you're being yourself. You're doing something that works for you, or you're taking advantage of your time, your energy, or your effort, or uh-oh. Or you're planning something, you're creating something that goes against the norm. Normally, the rule is that something is supposed to be difficult, hard, or a struggle. I feel like also too, if something is coming easy to you and you like, damn, like, do I deserve that or is that for me? It's for you. It's your opportunity. It is your luck. Because you may feel like, and I feel like too with the Hierophant being attitude, that means that the rule is just about perspective. It's just about how something is perceived, or it's not a real law. Like, so it's not a law that you have to struggle. It's not a law that something has to be difficult. It's just perspective. I feel like too, in a certain case, like maybe something is difficult for other people and it's just not difficult for you, because resilience is the 10 of Wands. That's still your energy. So let's see what's supposed to be difficult here. Oh, power. Maybe you do well at, I mean, y'all know I'm a Sag, so I'm talking. So it could be it could be difficult for you to talk publicly, speak publicly. I don't know too many Sagittariuses that have issues. I don't think I've ever seen a Sagittarius that has an issue talking. Um so yeah, I feel like it's not difficult for you. Okay. All right. Yeah, what other, so you got connectivity in Aquarius. So for you, Sag, Aquarius falls into your, oh, so Aquarius falls into Sagittarius's third house. And so what that means is that's people around you. That's like neighborhood, things like that, people that you know closely. But if Aquarius is in your third house, that's communication. So yeah, your communication, y'all are kind of tied. It's almost like how Aquarius has Sag in the 11th house. They're able to reach a large group of people. You're able to communicate with a large group of people. Like, it's your communication. It's the words that you're using, or you could be not afraid to talk in public. So it could be, things like that. All right, so what other energy should you be in here to, I guess, keep you on this track with luck and angel? All right, so you've got versatility, innovation, and passion. So whatever you've created, make sure that you're going to protect it. All right, so that's like Emperor energy. All right, so let's see what the most important thing for you to do here is, Sagittarius is. Okay. Let's see. You're a Sag and Aquarius stellium. You got the Hermit of 4 Cups. There's the Star again and the Hangman. So I know that the Aquarius came out with Virgo, but I feel like you're having a different perspective on the knowledge. You're going to look back and look at something differently with your knowledge or your information. Let's see. What is the Hermit for you? Okay, courage. What do you know about courage, or you have the courage to do something here? Interesting. So you know about courage with a superstition. The way that this looks, right? Do not, like I said, it's not about forcing yourself to do something, or courage may not be the answer automatically for something to work. Sometimes, like I said, with mystery, you do have to look into things. You do have to get more information on it. Let's see what the Hangman is here for you. Interesting. Emotions. Oh, emotions, courage again, and dominance. Okay, so what's going to be your old perspective? Because the Hangman is always like an old perspective here. But what was your old perspective? Yeah, resilience. Exactly. You may realize something is not difficult, or maybe you thought you were supposed to struggle through something. It's you just think something is difficult, or you thought something was supposed to be difficult or harder. That can also like because let's not forget your key, the center of your reading is mystery and leadership. So those of you that want to do something or achieve something, you may feel like it's supposed to be like a struggle, difficult way, or there could be a task that you thought was difficult. How are you going to view this now? We know you have angel and luck. It's your opportunity, or you're using your time. Yeah, style. Something is actually moving forward. Again, like I said, that it could be Aquarius or Cancer energy. All right, what's the outcome here for the Sagittarius? We'll go on to the next sign. Yeah, Pisces next. Okay, resistance and peace. All right. So make sure y'all look into something, focus on things, pay attention, look into details. All right, Pisces is up next, y'all. No problem, no problem. You said too much on your plate. I will try to focus on one thing at a time. I was up late finishing my tarot deck too. I finally finished it. Every night I'm like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to bed early. And I was up so late doing it. Thank you. Thank y'all. The tarot deck is now really, really complete, y'all. I had to find a new, I had to resize some things, and I had to find a new printer. And the instruction cards were, you wouldn't be able to read them. So I wanted to give like a lot of insight on how to read the cards. So unfortunately, I had to make it a little more vague. I wanted to put a lot more information, but y'all would not be able to read it on there. So I had to keep it more vague, but it's all good. It's still a very beautiful deck. I love that deck. It looks so cool, and I cannot wait. And then after I'm finished that deck, I will be doing my oracle deck. All right, Pisces is up next. Pisces is up next. All right, let's see. Thank y'all for all the likes and gifts, by the way. Let's see, what is the center of the reading for the Pisces? Okay, truth. All right, so we're able to see the truth. All right, understand the truth here. It's visible. Hey, excuse me. Hey there on Twitch. Hi, welcome. All right, what do we see the truth about here, Pisces? Ooh, sorry, y'all. Okay, mystery. We see Sagittarius. So we see why something is working out or what they're looking into. All right, so you see the truth about Sagittarius energy. All right, what is the truth that you see here? If you're not dealing with a Sag, it could be somebody else. Okay, so love. All right, so maybe they're being generous, or they're being loving or kind, or they're saying something nice and kind. All right, we got love and respect. Okay, peace and voice. So it has something to do with the way that people talk, or the way this person is talking. All right, what role do you play here, Pisces? Okay, change. So you may cause a change or a shift here. All right, so let's see, where you're changing something. You could be in Scorpio energy. What was the situation before? Okay, innovation, creating something. All right, what are we changing it into? Okay, skills. So these are people. There's some sort of there's some sort of shift from Aries to Libra. That's one thing. I feel like too, you're making sure you're making something become more precise. All right, somebody's being more precise here, paying more attention. Okay. What are you doing to change that? So make sure, if this is something that you're working on or you're trying to do, you're going to learn to be more precise and more accurate. What are you doing to change this? Okay, ambition. So this is yourself, right? If you're working on something and you keep repetitively, you may notice a pattern, like you create something, but there's issues. You have to keep going back and fixing it. You got to keep going back and changing it. You're going to learn to be more accurate here, because there's something that you're building upon. Also, if you're influencing somebody else and they're like, okay, let me be more accurate, it's because of something that you're working on or that you're building for yourself and building up. All right. All right. What other energy should you be in here, Pisces? Let's see. What other energy should you be in? Okay, voice. All right. So you need to speak up on something. Okay. What do you need to speak about? What do you need to speak about here, Pisces? Okay, you've got intuition, transition, and style. All right, so here, this was literally the Sag and the Aquarius's readings. So you may be letting somebody know, like, you know, this was a good idea. Go ahead and move forward with it. Aquarius was moving forward smoothly. Sag had knowledge in their reading. So I feel like if this is for you, Pisces, if you're clear on something, go ahead and move forward with it. You may want to, with voice, maybe you're confirming this for somebody else. You're like, yeah, like that was a good idea. You're on the right path. Go ahead and move forward with it. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, you know, use your own, you know, guide or whatever. If this is within yourself and it's a voice, you may get a second opinion from somebody. But let's see what else. Who do you need to say this to or speak with on this? It could be, like I said, an Aquarius because they came out as style. Okay, yeah, transition. So transition, defense, and resistance. I feel like you're going to get somebody to stop holding back on something. You're like, no, you're right. Go ahead and move forward with it. That's a good idea. If this is you, if this is within yourself, I would say with voice, with maybe use affirmations, try to calm yourself down. Like if you're trying to figure out if you're making the right decision, well, there's a temperance. It could be a Sagittarius. You guys got Sag placements too. All right, so let's see. Now, another thing too, if this is about a Sag and you feel like, oh, they're being too generous or kind or something like that, you're like kind of telling them like, no, go ahead, do what you're doing, focus on yourself, something along those lines. Again, you guys can have those placements. All right, you can have those placements. Let's get 8 cards. I be meaning to turn off that AI summary. That thing be wrong. I always forget. All right, here's the star card. There's Aquarius energy. The 10 of Cups. I just said that it's a group of people. All right, so there we go. So Pisces, for you, Aquarius would end up in your 12th house, and that would be your hidden like power kind of sort of situation. So you may not realize that you attract a lot of people or that you can use a network. But either case, you got the star and the 10 of Cups. So there is a group of people kind of following the same regulations. I'm also getting there's an energy of everybody is related here. Everybody in this scenario has something in common. That is how we're starting off. All right, Knight of Pentacles, there's the Emperor. 9 of Pentacles, the Tower, the 10 of Swords, and then the 8 of Pentacles. This is you in the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like you want to get to the 9. You want something to be more independent. You want something to grow. The key that you need to know here, Pisces, is that you need to be more accurate. Or you need to also think about more cause and effect energy. So a couple of ways this could go, right? Like say you're working on something at work and you're like, why is it not getting approved? I would look at look at how much detail you're putting into something. Look at it over and over again. If you're trying to build something independently or start like a side hustle or anything like that, something needs to be on one accord. It all needs to be consistent and very accurate and clear. I'm also getting 2 with skill. This is an energy where it's time to become very logical. All right, so think of the cause and effect of everything that you're building, everything that you're doing, everything that you're spending time, money, energy on. Think of how what will be the outcome or what will be the effect, right? Like beforehand. All right, so we're going to see what the Tower is too. But the signs that you do have out, you do have Aquarius and Aries. I feel like too there is an importance about knowing oneself before putting yourself out there. Aries is the self, right? That's who we are as a person. All right, so that's knowing what you like, what you don't like, all that other stuff, right? And then you're able to present it to a group. It's about mastering something before putting it to a group here. But like I said, I feel like you're the change because you're the 8 of Pentacles. You're building upon something. You're consistent. All right, let's see what the Tower is, because it kind of causes a shift. What was expected here? What is the norm? And then we're going to see what the shift is. Okay, connectivity. So you're going to open a mindset here. What is somebody... Okay, what is someone's trapped mindset? Oh, okay. This could be you. Okay, ambition. Somebody may have a trapped mindset about you, or if this is within yourself, it's the way that you view work or the way that you view like building something up. Okay, what's actually going to occur? How do they view something now? Oh, intuition. Somebody's just going to know that they're right based on something that you're doing. So yeah, that's what it is. I feel like you're going to let I don't know if you're going to confirm this for somebody, but somebody's like, wait, that's what intuition is. Or my instincts told me I was right about this. Or so this, if this is within you, you're going to have a breakthrough about like, damn, like, okay, so that's what it feels like to follow your intuition. Okay, so that's what it feels like to know what to do. Okay, that was correct, or this was the right path, or this was the right decision. So that is going to be a breakthrough where you don't realize what intuition really was. Okay, so in this case, what is our instincts telling us to do here? What is our instincts telling us to do? Yeah, change, defiance. All right, and self-esteem. So that was a Sag reading. We know that they're supposed to just be themselves or be in their own energy. So if you're wondering, Pisces, I feel like you need to start putting yourself first or do something that comes easy to you. So let's clarify that for you. So what would come easy for you, Pisces? What kind of energy would work well for you? You've got knowledge and strength and inspiration. So maybe you already know what your strengths are. I feel like you have the information here. You already know what your strengths are, but you may not be tapping into that yet. Now, on the other note, you could just be very consistent and that inspires somebody else. Like, okay, I know I need to do that. I know I need to be more accurate and consistent. So I feel like that's the path that you're on here. All right. Let's see. So what else comes easy to you, Pisces? You know, Pisces also rules like dreams, fantasies, things like that. Maybe you can do things in that realm, like something a little more creative. All right, but what will come easier for you here, Pisces? Let's see. Yeah, there's the Nine of Cups. You got the Four Swords of Sun, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So something that gives comfort or indulgences. You may do something well where people like to indulge in something. Like you would do well with, I don't know, like jewelry, makeup, like the easy things in life, the fun things in life. That's Pisces energy. All right, so that could be something that you'll look into or think about. All right, let's see what else. You said definitely a Sag. All right, what is the outcome here for you, Pisces? And then Taurus is next. Yeah, dominance and guidance. She also is a Pisces, so I might make that the Pisces card. I might make that the Pisces card. All right, sexuality and connectivity. All right, so you are going to have a breakthrough, like in a mental breakthrough. Like, oh shit, I was right, or okay, that's what my intuition was telling me to do. Sometimes I do look at that because I did pull the Four of Swords. It could be like a dream or something that you may have. It's like, oh shit, okay, that makes sense. All right, so that was Pisces. Taurus is next. Taurus is next, y'all. So far we did Aquarius, Sag, and Pisces. We got Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, and Libra. All right. Okay, we got a lot of signs left. I don't know why I feel like I was on here for. Are these readings long today? All right, Tauruses. Let me close that. Okay. All right, so what's the center of the reading for the Tauruses? What's going on for the Tauruses? Hey, y'all. Welcome on TikTok. Okay, luck and opportunity, using our time wisely. All right, being right on schedule. Okay, and your reading, let's make sure this is for, we're going to focus this on you, Taurus. It could be somebody else's luck, but we're going to see what your luck is in this scenario. So what is the luck for you? What's working out for you right now, or what comes easily? Okay, style. All right, so if you know an Aquarius, because they came out as style, something will work easily for you to work with an Aquarius or a Cancer. I'm also getting to it's time to move forward with the plan. So like if you were in a planning stages or you figured something out, it's time to go execute it or move forward with it. This will also be a good time that something will move smoothly here. All right. I feel like too, if you come in contact with an Aquarius or a Cancer, listen to what they are saying, have that conversation with that person. It's going to be important information. All right, so what role do you play here, Taurus? I'm also getting two, if you're wondering, just within yourself, take out Aquarius and Cancer. It will work very well for you to do something that is the way that something looks with style. So hair, makeup, interior design, like something like that, if you're wondering. Oh, there you go. That's you. Yeah, something is right on schedule for you. You're right on time, or something is going to move smoothly for you. Okay. So what other energy should you be in during this time? If you're coming in, I feel like you're coming in contact with an Aquarius or a Cancer, and that's going to be significant. So you should be in defense. Now, this is the Seven of Wands. This is a 7 in the tarot. What should you block out here? Okay, worries, anxieties. All right, so do not be worried. Do not be anxious. If there's somebody outside of you that's trying to make you anxious or they're worried, do not listen to that. I feel like, too, if you have to block out the anxiety, you probably are going to feel that. All right, so just try your best to remember this reading. That's easier said than done in the moment, but try to remember that, yes, you may feel that anxiety, but block it out, reject it, try to ignore it. All right, what might make you anxious, or what might we be worried about here? Humor. Okay, so don't be, yeah, humor and mood. So right now with style, you're able to take the good with the bad, right? Do not overthink whether or not, oh, am I going to be happy or sad, or are people going to be happy with what I'm doing, or are people going to regret it? Try not to worry about that part. And like basically, I feel like what you're reading is more so saying is kind of live in the moment right now. Now, of course, when I say that, I'm not telling nobody to do nothing crazy. You know that y'all know what not to do. Don't be, I'm not talking about anything like that. I ain't saying like, oh, don't worry if you crash the car, you can drive drunk. Like, I'm not saying nothing crazy like that. So I gotta give that disclaimer, because some people will try to, it ain't like that. But you don't have to worry about the outcome of something. If you are building something up, don't worry about missing out on something right now. I feel like with humor, something will work out for you. All right, so let's see. There's a Chariot. There you go. I feel like you're moving right along. Again, you could be dealing with Aquarius, came out as a Chariot too. So you and Aquarius could be on the same page, but you are moving forward with something. All right, you got the 5 of Pentacles, the Moon, the 6 of Wands. Okay, you got the Strength, 9 of Pentacles, Son of Sticks. There's a 7 of Cups. All right, so yeah, you're moving forward with something. You're trying to figure this out. There's a Temperance again. So they're there. All right, but yeah, you're moving right forward. Let's see what might trigger this anxiety. Oh, hold on. We have to do the TikTok puzzle. I'm also getting to, while you're moving forward through something, this is like literal, right? I'm just going to use it as a literal metaphor. It's almost like when you're driving through, and you know how you doing like a long distance drive, and you go through like all the areas that don't have nothing going on, like it's empty, it's dark, or it's like, and this is not an insult to any country, or like when you go, this is Taurus, like when you go to a new country, right, and They're basically taking you through like the slums, and then you like, oh shit, where we at? And then you end up at the resort. It's something like that. Like, don't worry about, because I feel like you're going to go through like a dark phase or like a negative part, but you're on the right schedule. You're right on time. Something is moving forward. So don't get nervous during this part. All right, during this negative area. I'm also getting to when you do this, it is successful. So look back at how to repeat it. So with the energy that you're on right now, the thing that you're doing right now, it is working. Look back and remember what you did and repeat that and keep that going. All right, so let's see what else we can get to. No problem. What might trigger anxiety here, Taurus? The Ten of Swords, that something is ending. So because something is ending, that's what's... Okay, what's ending? I feel like, too, something gets really quiet. That's odd. Okay, what's ending? You're going in a different direction. That's what's going to scare you. The direction, but this direction is working smoothly for you. Yeah, what are we blocking out with? Worrying about humor and mood. Worrying about what here? Okay, the star. It could be an Aquarius. I feel like, too, don't worry about whether or not you're saying something in a nice way or whether or not people outside of you like it. So you've got Aquarius, too. Now, I don't... Where is Aquarius for Taurus? Let me see. So yours would be in the 10th house. That would be like your career. Aquarius energy would be your career here. Yeah, there's humor, the 3 of Cups. Don't be worried. I'm also, yeah, the 7 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Like, don't worry about, like, in the end, will you be happy? Because happiness is ebbs and flows. I'm also getting, too, don't worry about whether or not an entire group of people are happy. So if something that you're doing is going in a different direction, you may be worried about whether or not your family is happy, or your friends are happy, or if your coworkers are happy. It's not time for you to worry about that right now. I'm also getting to, if you're doing something that does involve people, everybody is never going to be happy. It doesn't matter what's going on. It does not matter. I don't care what you're doing. Nobody is ever going to always be happy around you, or everybody's not always going to like something that you're doing. All right, y'all, is pretty straightforward. Thank you, Justice League. I appreciate that. I'm going to let you know the order in a second. All right, so what's the outcome for the Tauruses here? Yeah, courage, order, and attitude. So I feel like courage here, because you're blocking out anxieties, right? So you're blocking out that emotion. You may have to go ahead and just do something even while you're afraid. But I feel like you're already on the right path. All right, you're already on the right, like, time and schedule for something here. All right, Taurus. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we did Aquarius, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Taurus. We are doing Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, and Libra. All right, so we're doing Virgo. If y'all are watching on TikTok, this will be up on my YouTube. It will be time-stamped. Also, TikTokers, do not get scammed. I tell y'all this every time. I gotta tell y'all, because there will be fake pages of me. The more people that watch, please do not get scammed. I will never DM you for readings. The only way to get readings is at the link in my bio from my store. I email you for your question, and you get an unlisted YouTube video that nobody else can see but you. All right, so unless you share the link or anything like that. All right, Virgo is up next, y'all. All right, Virgos. Thank y'all for joining and watching and liking. I appreciate y'all. All right, so what is the center of your reading, Virgos? Okay, transition. Changing from one state to the next, elevating the way that we're thinking. What is the starting point here? Or literally moving. Okay, we got ambition. So typically this is y'all card. You're a Virgo. We did have Pisces had that come out as well. What are we transitioning to here? Okay, superstition. Okay. We're going from 8 to 9. So somebody was doing something repetitive and now they're worried or now they're concerned. Okay. What does somebody start to be concerned about or worried about? Voice. Okay, this could be Pisces energy, voice and fluidity. So Sag, their advice was fluidities. Maybe somebody's afraid to talk to a Sagittarius, or a Sag's advice was fluidity. Now we're worried about going with the flow. So I feel like this is the thing, right? If something was a repetitive cycle or somebody had a pattern, they're afraid of something changing or switching up. Okay, let's see what else. What role do you play here? Let's see. Thank you, another username. Let's see. What role do you play here, Virgos? Oh, you're superstition. You're nervous? Okay. All right, let's figure out. Let's figure it out. Let's see. You said, well, why is the sky blue and the sea green? Because somebody told you that those are what the colors are called. Is that simple. I don't know. All right, so you're nervous. Okay, so what's making you nervous, Virgos? What's making you nervous? I feel like something must trigger this. Peace. Okay, here's Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Cancer, and fluidity. So these are these reading. This was like the Aquarius Sag reading. There's Sag is supposed to go with the flow. They're supposed to understand the ebbs and flows of something. Something's going to be up and down. It's not going to be the same all the time. I feel like you're worried about incorporating all of these energies or incorporating all of these people. All right. What are you're like very nervous or you're overthinking something? What are you afraid is going to happen? Oh, okay, emotions. So, all right, so hear me out. So if Sag is supposed to go with the flow, you're like, no, Sag is going to get too emotional. They're not going to go with the flow. Virgo, if you have these placements, you're worried that something is going to trigger your emotions. Yeah, emotions, mood, and truth. So either you're like afraid of an emotional outburst, you're afraid that something is still going to stay stagnant here. If there's something that you want to do, you're afraid that you won't be happy in the end. What do you think is going to trigger emotions here? What do you think is going to trigger the emotional outburst? Okay, you've got sexuality and knowledge. It could be dealing with the Sag, or you could feel like a relationship might trigger emotions, like a sexual relationship or partnering up with somebody. All right, so let's get 8 cards here. Thank you, introvert. Y'all are nice today. I appreciate y'all. Y'all nice to be on YouTube. Them TikTok men, I don't know what is in the TikTok waters, but they crazy. Let's get 8 cards. They argue all day. Let me see. The Hierophant flew out. All right, I am going to reshuffle. We'll take note of that card because it might come back out if it's supposed to. But you feel like something is going to cause an emotional outburst. Okay. You could be worried about your own emotions. You may get worried about getting triggered. All right, so we got the Five of Pentacles, the Daughter of Knives, the Nine of Sticks, the Daughter of Coins. Here's the Five of Cups. There's Judgment. So there's your mood. There's Judgment. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, the Three of Wands. You feel like somebody's going to say something that will make you sad. Or that you're afraid that something is going to be said that is going to trigger somebody's emotions. You could be afraid of saying this. You're like, yeah, if I say that, they're going to get sad. They're going to get mad at me. Okay, so who do you... Or you don't want to hear something. You're like, no, I don't want to hear that. They're going to be sad. They're going to get mad or something. So I feel like you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, or you don't want somebody to hurt your feelings. Okay. Whose feelings don't you want to hurt here? I feel like, too, you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings because it looks like you feel like money could be affected. You might lose out on a resource here. Okay. Hey, y'all. You said trolls. The trolls are a holiday. The trolls come out at night. Trolls are worse on YouTube at night. They are. That is true, honestly. But TikTok is all day. They don't give a damn. They be angry all day long. You could say you like pink fingernails. Oh, hoes wear pink fingernails. You a hoe. Only wives wear white fingernails. It's crazy. I don't know what the hell. Anyway, let me focus. All right, so no, we're not doing yes or no. We're doing it by zodiac sign. We're on Virgo. All right, so whose feelings do you think will be hurt here? Okay, it's the King of Cups. So somebody is comfortable and then they're watching. There's the Queen of Wands. There you are. You're nervous. Are you afraid of a Sagittarius, or you're nervous that you're going to hurt a Sagittarius's feelings, or you don't want to say something to a It's like you're right there. Like, really, you're overthinking it. I feel like, too, if you want to tell the truth, right? So if you have a Sag placement, or if you want to tell the truth about something, you're afraid that somebody's going to get offended or regret something. I feel like, too, somebody is emotionally comfortable and then they're messaging the Sagittarius, or at first they're comfortable or they're calm, and then they're watching somebody else, and that causes the anxiety. That triggers the anxiety. Okay, wait. Who do you feel like is going to be sad, or... Yeah, whatever this is, you feel like it'll block you getting paid or something. Or you feel like somebody won't want to pay you or support you. All right. This definitely could be at work, but I feel like so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where did this trigger like come from? So let's see. So where did this trigger come from? Okay, looks like a rule, or maybe, okay, this could be a Leo. There could be a Leo involved, or like somebody dead ass said, like they literally said, I won't pay for that, or I won't, somebody said this or something, like I won't pay for that. I'm not going to support that. Let's see. All right. What needs to be said, though? That's what I'm trying to, like, I see fluidity. Like, it's like, what needs to be... Yeah, you got their self-love, spirituality, angel again, and then order. That's what they're planning, or... What's wrong? Because I don't know. Okay. What energy should you be in here, Virgos? Okay, there's hustle and dominance and then guidance. Okay, so if you need to, there could be an energy where you need to invest in something, or spend money on something. I don't know why you're afraid. Okay. Because I don't know who it has to deal with. You have a lot of signs coming out. You have an Aquarius, a Sagittarius, or a Cancer. I feel like now you may want to tell somebody the truth around you and you're like, no, they're going to be sad. They're going to be mad at me. They're not going to be my friend. It's like you're kind of, you may be overthinking something. All right. What energy should you be in here? It looks like you can almost pay to solve this. There's the working. Yeah, the strength. If you're dealing with okay, first of all, continue working on what you're working on. If you have to tell somebody something, say it in a nice way. That's okay. It's the way that you say something. I feel like somebody will understand. If you're dealing with a Leo energy, I feel like you're gonna build something up and hand it over to them and give it to them. But if this is within yourself, I feel like you need to start, like, continue building upon something. Because the strength card is keeping something perpetual. All right, what else is the strength card here? Yeah, you got finesse, fight, and luck. Let's figure out what your luck is, what will come easy for you. Because don't get distracted from how much time you're putting into something or the opportunity that you have. So what will come easy for you, Virgo? You need to change your perspective on emotions. That's the thing. I feel like because the whole thing is about you worrying about a regret or worrying about whether or not you're going to get sad or worrying about a loss. How do you currently view these emotions? Or you think something's going to have like an emotional outburst or... Yeah, determination. Okay, if you were to open your mind, how would you kind of deal with these emotions, or how would you deal with this? Okay, guidance. The Three of Cups is more so living in the moment. But somebody could be giving you information on what to do in this scenario. So what are you guided to do here? Heal. Okay, this is the thing too. Look at your emotions as a guide. If something feels off or wrong, think about, well, what's the trigger? Why do I feel like that? Why do I think like that? You're being guided to heal something here. Okay, so what does it need to be healed into? And then we'll try to see what you can do to heal it. I feel like it's a mindset. It needs to be healed into. You've got fight, courage, and skill, and humor. Yeah, because it's like you're worried about being sad, or you're worried about an emotional outburst. What can you do to heal this for yourself? Okay, you've got respect. Yes, strength. Okay, continue doing what you're doing right now. Because it's like you're building something up and then you start to get afraid or nervous, like out of nowhere. I feel like too, if you're dealing with a Leo, there may need to be an apology given to a Leo, or there needs to be some sort of level of respect, because if you're worried about somebody else's emotional outburst, or like you're like, I'm not supposed to say this, that, and the third. Because there's an Aquarius and a Sagittarius. I guess that energy is working well together, or something's moving smoothly for them. Allegedly. Let's see. What should you do here? Let's see. Yeah, there's the Tower. And then the 9. Yeah, you're going to have to calm your emotions down, or like get your body kind of back together. There could also be something that you do that may trigger your emotions, like drinking, smoking, eating. It just depends. Or I know that's easier said than done, but try to calm yourself down. What's going to cause the Tower here? It's like going to cause a shift. Yeah, versatility, change, and dominance. Yeah, power. I feel like this is about self-control more so. I did see a Virgo kind of acting a fool. on a clip. So I don't know, like kind of, it was a Virgo man though. So I don't know. All right, but yeah, you have a lot to, it's like you're building something up and you're working on it, and then you don't abandon something that you're working on if it's doing well. All right, keep working on it, or like it's like somebody outside of you is kind of triggering you right now. This can also be about health. Like if you're worried about your health, try to do like a detox, working out, exercising, things like that. All right, so that's Virgo. Aries is next. We don't usually have an Aries, so welcome whoever the Aries is. We don't usually have many Aries. All right, let's see. What is the energy surrounding the Aries? What's going on for the Aries? Okay, power. All right, so somebody's being vocal, standing up for themselves, standing in their own true power. All right, what role do you play here, Aries? Okay, you're defiant. So whatever the rules and regulations are, you're not listening to them. You're like, I'm not listening to that. I'm not going along with that. You may hate something or whatever. Okay, so what are you going against? What is the rule or regulation or the norm? Okay, literally leadership. You're like, I hate leadership, or I don't like that leader. I don't like that person who's in charge. Maybe you're supposed to be a leader. You're like, no, I don't want to be a leader. You're like, no, yeah, leader in luck. Okay. All right. What are you doing instead? Okay, knowledge. So if this is within yourself, right, you may have information. You're like, yeah, I don't want to teach anybody. I don't want to lead anybody. I already have the information. I don't feel like teaching anyone. Okay, that's fair. All right, what energy, what energy should you be in here? I feel like too, you know something you're not going to tell somebody. You're not going to teach them. You know, I feel like you know you should, but you're like, no, I'm not going to. All right, what energy, what other energy should you be in here, Aries? Okay, confidence, Nine of Pentacles energy. All right, so yeah, you can keep something to yourself, implement that information. It could also be maybe the leader is telling you something that you don't agree with and you have the resources to do something anyway. So you have confidence, change, dominance, and pride. All right, so you have confidence. So look around at something that you've already built, worked up on. Maybe the money. I would also say maybe save your money with the Nine of Pentacles. Like keep something. Use that money to invest in yourself or invest in your home, your surroundings, your appearance. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. All right, so the Magician, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands. There's a strength. All right, you could be dealing with, I feel like you're having a conversation with a Leo. The 5 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the Hierophant, and then there's the Wheel of Fortune. Looks like there's a, okay, if these are people, we did Taurus. Taurus was luck. So something is going Taurus's way. Yeah, something is going the Taurus's way. All right. I don't know if you're in the center of this, but it's like there's a Leo and a Taurus and they're connected. That something is going that Taurus's way. It's going in their favor. People are paying attention to them. I'm also getting to, if there is any competition between a Leo and a Taurus, the Taurus wins. The Taurus is the successful competitor here. All right. I feel like too, if this is within your energy, you've created something, it worked. You're making sure that it's perpetual and it's fixed. So something is fixed and perpetual. It's growing. You're going to keep it that way. All right, let's see what else. So what is leadership? What are you technically supposed to be doing? Or it could be another individual. No, we didn't do Scorpio yet. We're doing Aries, then Capricorn, and then Scorpio is after that. All right, so what's leadership? What is the typical rule or whatever? I feel like people are supposed to be able to show you. Okay, yeah, you got the Magician again. It's you. And so what are you doing instead in knowledge? Yeah, the Six of Wands. So yeah, this is within you then. You got the Magician and Six of Wands twice. So you're able to create something, but you're like, no, I'm not going to create it. I'm just going to keep it to myself. But it's like people are there though. It's like you don't, I feel like you don't like who the leader is. Let me see. I mean, you're the Magician though. So who's the leader? Let's hear. You don't like what comes with leadership, maybe, but it's like that's a leader. Some people are watching that person, but you don't want that. Okay, who's the leader in your reading? It's either, I would assume it's a Taurus, but let's see. So you got sexuality and finesse. It could be a Gemini. Okay. All right, so you're supposed to be in confidence. All right, so what energy are you supposed to be in with confidence? Let's clarify that for you. Could be a Gemini, I guess. Let's see. So you're supposed to... What? I feel like there's more information that you can get. There's more information that you can learn. What do you need more information on? There's a belief system that something is difficult to create. And if you get more information, you'll know that it's not. I feel like, too, I did pull versatility and sexuality. This could be a scenario where somebody doesn't trust listening to women or something like that. But what do you believe is supposed to be difficult? Or what do you believe somebody cannot handle or is tough to handle? Yeah, peace, healing, and versatility. I feel like something has to do with because somebody's a woman. I feel like that's what it is. Or somebody's a mother or a wife. Okay, what's the I'm gonna skip it. We're not gonna skip you, but I did it. But it's like a weird read. It's almost like, because what is somebody leading you to do? What is somebody trying to teach you, lead you to do? Skill. They're trying, either they're telling you to work with a Libra, they're telling you to be more accurate, or they're telling you to think about the cause and effect of something. They want you to be more accurate here. Now, you may not want to work. Maybe you don't want to work with a Libra. You're like, no, I don't want to work with a Libra. See, this is the thing. The person that's in charge, I feel like it's a Gemini. They're telling you to work with a Libra. This is like air energy. And they have shortcuts. So somebody is telling you, somebody is giving you a shortcut. And you have a belief system around something that's supposed to be difficult. And that's why you're not listening. What is somebody telling you to, what is the shortcut here? It's got spirituality, inspiration, and self-love. So there is a belief system that will inspire you to be comfortable within yourself or inspire you to calm your emotions. You just don't, you're like, no, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. Or Okay, what is the intended outcome? Like, what are we looking for here, Aries? What are you trying to get? Yeah, vision and pride. This is the, I don't know if you view, I don't know if you view the person who's leading or trying to give you information as arrogance or... Because that's your intended outcome is vision and pride. Like, I don't really, that doesn't make, maybe you want attention or you want to get noticed. I feel like right now it looks like the attention is going on a Taurus or something like that. All right, y'all was the first reading that didn't really make as much sense as everybody else's, but let's see. So what's your intended outcome with vision? You want to see, yeah, the Two of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. I don't, yeah, pride. Like, it's like you want a woman to feel like they're being egotistical or something. The Empress and the... okay, we're going to go on to the next. We're going to go on to the next side because, yeah, but your advice was confidence. That it came out with the Three of Pentacles and the Fool. I will plan, budget, strategize, get some more information, because if you don't, it's like you don't want to listen to the leader anyway. So you might need to get like a second opinion or now, if this is within yourself and you're just like, I have the information, I just don't want to teach anybody, I don't want to lead anybody, that's fine. You just, maybe you could want to be the successful person without teaching other people. That's up to you. You don't have to lead anybody, you don't have to teach anybody or anything like that. But if it's somebody outside of you and they're trying to give you advice, you might want to kind of think about that. All right, Capricorns. What time is it? We're on 87. You said, was I born in 1973? No. But your daddy was. And he still thinks I'm fine. All right, Capricorns. What's the center of the Capricorns reading? We're going to do, after Capricorn, we got Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, and Libra. All right, so far we did Aquarius, Sag, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, and Aries. All right, so what's the center of the reading for my Capricorns? If y'all on TikTok, this will be up on YouTube time-stamped. What's the center of the reading for the Capricorns? Let's see. Okay, style. All right, so we got, this is a Cancer card, but it's been coming out a lot. So we got Taurus, style, and Aquarius. All right, or it's a Taurus, Aquarius, or a Cancer. Let me write this down. It's a lot of the same signs. Taurus, Aquarius, Cancer. God. Well, Cancer didn't get style yet, but they are style. All right, so Cancer energy moving forward with something. All right, what role do you play here, Capricorns? Okay, peace. So you're not worried about something. You're resting. You may not be paying attention to something. You're not saying anything. You guys came out as peace a couple of days ago too. And the reading was about somebody intentionally trying to distract you or something like that. But you're peace. All right. So what are you at peace with here, Capricorns? Or you're calm. Okay, perspective. All right. So I feel like you have a positive perspective on something, a positive outlook. I'm also getting like you're literally okay with how something is viewed. You don't care, or you're not thinking about it. You're not even thinking about the perspective of it or whatever. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Capricorns? What energy should you be in for yourself? Okay, so you should be in resistance. All right, so what should you resist here? Okay, courage. Do not just jump off the ledge. Now we got intuition and mystery here. That came out for Sag. They knew to question something. If you're feeling like, ooh, I can just do this, don't do that. Okay, what what is somebody saying you should have the courage to do? Let's see, courage to do what? You got superstition, healing, healing. Virgo had worries and they should heal. Don't just jump into something. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they did come out as superstition and they're kind of going through something right now. So I don't know if you should be really dealing with the Virgo at the moment. If you know them, I'm also getting don't try to force somebody to be courageous. Peace and courage is different too, because peace is kind of like you're calm, but that doesn't mean, it's like right now I don't feel any anxiety, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to go jump out a window and try to fly. Like it's like just because you're not anxious doesn't mean you should just jump out of nowhere. So resist courage. Okay. That's odd. All right, let's see. I feel like if you're in a calm scenario right now or in a calm space, I wouldn't shake that up. I wouldn't do anything for like an adrenaline rush, or like right now is not the time to just jump into something. Do some research. Let's see. Shout out to the Philippines. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles, a 3 of Pentacles. So you're planning something, you're getting information. There's the Hermit. So there was Virgo energy. They were getting nervous, but I feel like if this is within yourself, there is knowledge, there is information. You have the information, you're able to find it, you're doing research on it. All right. Son of Knives, Daughter of Baskets, a 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and then the Chariot again. The Chariot is the center of your reading. What is the Chariot's energy with you? Superstition. That's what it's like. Okay, what, I'm gonna pick these up. What should you be concerned about? Don't just feel like you don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, you should be concerned about planning something, order. It could be a literal order, I don't know, but actually think about planning something, getting the research for it. Like, don't just jump out there. Okay. What do you need to consider with what you're planning? Because I feel like, let's not forget, you're not worried about how something is viewed or how visible something is. If you're designing something, you need to make sure people can see it, or it comes off good, or like you need to consider how the final product will actually look. What else do you need to consider when you're planning here? Pride, dominance, and strength. I don't know if there's anything dealing with a Leo, but don't let pride, force you to do anything, or I wouldn't show something off just yet either. You're going to have to resist the courage, because you're going to feel like you're brave enough to do something, or like you're brave enough to just do whatever. What courage to do what here? Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles. I wouldn't go without, the world. You're just like, okay, I don't feel like brave enough to go without. Don't feel brave enough to just be dealing with something negative. I'm also getting too, if you're going out somewhere, I would actually be concerned about like the people that you're surrounding yourself with, the neighborhood that you're in. If this has anything I would not work with, what is the 5 of Pentacles real quick? Innovation. Yeah, luck. If you're trying to create something, I feel like this is not the right time to do it for you. Okay. So for you, what is your luck in this scenario then? What works well for you, Capricorn? Okay, ambition and focus. Yeah, and then confidence. So build some, this is what I'm saying, like, don't feel like, oh, I can't go back to Five of Pentacles energy, or I won't lose any money, or I won't. Continue building on something and focusing on it. So you've got ambition, focus, and then the Nine of Pentacles. You got Eight of Pentacles, focusing until it's complete or until something is stable. All right, so that's a good energy for you to be in. Keep working on things, keep building things, stay consistent with something. Like, don't get lackadaisical. Innovation and luck. I'm going to have to see what that is with the Five of Pentacles. You say you've been thinking of a career change. All right, so let's see. What is a good time for you to focus on? Let's see what ambition, to determination, and confidence. Focus on something until it's at the level that you need it to be at. Damn, that was real specific. Eight of Pentacles. I love when decks do that and just confirm each other. All right, the Ten of Swords. There's the Ace of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Putting money. I'm also getting two, don't put money into something before you get the information. Build upon something until it's done. Keep focusing on that. Like you should, don't go back to the Five of Pentacles. I feel like too, you should be concerned with the type of people that you surround yourself around, or the type of people that you're dating, Capricorn. Because I will say, yesterday, you guys' energy was, you were like too loving or something like that. So this could be about, if this is dating, you should concern yourself about, like, somebody should be on your level, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Like, don't just jump off the ledge with something. Don't just be like, oh, I can do anything. Right now, you should feel, you should. And it's not about being anxious. It's just that because you're at a place where you're peaceful, you don't realize something, or you're not like, let's see. So you don't realize a perspective of some. Perspective of what? Yeah, power, versatility, and truth. How is this viewed? Just be concerned. Yeah, strength and luck. Something is somebody else. Something may be somebody else's opportunity. But your opportunity right now is for you to keep focused, building on something, making sure that it keeps being repetitive. All right, so continue working on that. That's interesting. All right, one more card of advice for the Capricorns. What other energy should you be in? Okay, control your emotions too. All right, what's the outcome here for you? And then Scorpio is next. Yeah, knowledge and skill. I feel like you know that something needs to be accurate, first of all. Also, I'm seeing knowledge, skill, finesse, and guidance. That's the Aries. Hold on, this is the air. Okay, wait. What does that have to do with Libra and Aries? Whatever this is, it's like, you know that an Aries cannot listen to that Libra because the Libra is faking, or... All right, anyway, keep working on something. Maybe somebody else is telling you this too, like... I don't know if you know a Libra, but I wouldn't take their advice if they have you like not worrying or something like that, or not being concerned about something. You should, or at least think about it, or consider it. All right. Y'all, let me tell you something. I'm not taking no breaks today. I be so mad when I get sleepy. I'm like, no, I gotta finish. I gotta do blah, blah, blah. All right. Scorpio is next. Let's see. Scorpio is next. Gemini was not done. Gemini is going to be number 10. So we got Scorpio, Leo, and then Gemini. If you're watching me on TikTok, y'all can definitely join on YouTube. I'm going to actually, let me switch phones so that we can charge the TikTok phone really quick. Oh. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, YouTube, because I don't need anything falling. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what, Capricorn? I hope Capricorn is still listening, because I know what that means now. Be careful who you're working with, too. Focus on something solo for right now. I would not partner up. I would do something solo. Because it affects the appearance of how you're working on something or the appearance of your brand. All right. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. Okay. All right, Scorpio. We did Aquarius first at 8 minutes. Let's see. All right, what's the energy surrounding Scorpio here? Energy surrounding Scorpio. You said, does your reading have me in it? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice. But I did do Taurus back at 49 minutes. So, but thank you. All right, so what's the energy surrounding the Scorpios? You know what? I'll clip something nice today. I always clip the mean people. Always clip the insults. Because people are crazy. I'm hungry, y'all. I didn't eat yet. Because I woke up late. All right, let's see. What's the energy surrounding the Scorpios? Okay, peace. So that was that Capricorn. All right. So that was the Capricorn. You be dealing with a Capricorn, or they're peaceful. They're not noticing something. Okay, what role do you play here, Scorpios? Okay, versatility. So for the ladies out there, you know, this can be a pregnancy card. I just always got to throw it out there. But you're comfortable. You have created something. You could be the mother of a Capricorn, or the wife of a Capricorn, girlfriend of a Capricorn. All right, but you have created something that is comfortable for you. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Scorpios? Or you're in the stages of creation? Ooh, okay, you should be in power. All right, so you're going to have to speak up on something. This might be meaning that you have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. All right, okay. What else does this pertain to? What are you going to have to say or speak on or control here a little bit? Yeah, connectivity, superstition, and order. You're going to have to, there's a perspective about worries or concerns. What is the perspective on peace? It's like see, this is the thing. Peace is not courage. Peace is just feeling calm. Courage is kind of like when you're afraid and you do something anyway. So there's like a perspective on like worries or worrying enough to plan something correctly. Okay, what other power do you have here, Scorpios? Let's see. What other power do you have here? You got personality. So I feel like you can reach a person, or somebody will listen to you. What part of your personality here? Okay, passion, something that you care about, something you're very driven, things like that. All right, let's see what this means here. But you're in versatility, so you may need to step out of your comfort zone here and speak up on something. It's not about you being afraid or anything. It's just more, so I feel like you're gonna have to tell somebody something or speak out. But let's see if the judgment might come out. All right, so we got the Lovers, the Seven of Swords, okay? Queen of Swords, I wasn't expecting that. And then the Magician. So, oh, literally, I was talking about the Aries doesn't want to listen to a Gemini. All right, this could be related in some way, shape, or form. There's a decision to take a shortcut here. Somebody is planning, they're planning ahead, and it looks like it works. It looks like that strategy may work, but let's see. Four of Cups and Nine of Swords. It's like somebody wants to ignore their anxieties. And then here's the Five of Wands and then the Eight of Pentacles. So somebody wants to ignore certain anxieties and continue working and building upon something. All right, so they're like, okay, I have to stay focused on this. I have to... Okay, what is somebody worried about? Making money or spending money. They're worried about whether or not they're making enough or whether or not they're going to have to pay for something. Okay. This is you here. You're coming out as power and versatility. So, okay, if you're wondering if this is within you, what does somebody need to do, I guess, to generate more income for themselves? I see the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like they're working. Yeah, ambition. They just, okay, so ambition and strength, they have to do something repetitive, and luck. Somebody just has to keep repeating the same thing that they're already doing, or they have to build something up, or they have to work at a certain time. So something needs to be consistent. They need to build it up. They need to do it at the same time every day. If somebody is wondering, maybe somebody's wondering if they're going to be able to... Okay, do not spend money. Okay, if this is you, do not spend money on something. Don't invest in something real quick, like right now. Don't invest in something else at the moment. Something needs to be built up. Okay. There could be something dealing with a Leo as well. All right. So what is somebody doing instead of ambition? What are they doing instead? I don't know if they're going out or if they're defiance. The Aries had defiance. So I don't know if that's Aries. What does somebody want to do instead? They're not style, superstition, and rebellion. They may be more concerned about whether or not, like, they can do whatever they want, or, like, does somebody actually have a job and they're not going to their job or something? But the way that something will work, stay on the... Like, if you're wondering if you should switch up, don't switch up. Don't change it. Don't go to another, like, thing. Like, say you want to build up, like, a platform, right? Like, for me, I had to do this every day. I didn't get 14,000. So I had 15 before I turned the channel off. But I didn't get that overnight. I had to go live every day. I had to build it every day. Like, if you're... Who is this? Scorpio? Okay. Let's see. What does someone want to do? Because this energy, the reason I'm bringing this up, this looks like somebody doesn't even try to get a job, or... Like, this energy is like the type of person that's not even applying or not even trying or something, or not even... Let's see, what does somebody want to do instead here? Okay, yeah, peace. Maybe it is Capricorn, but that's not like a Capricorn. That's kind of... that's kind of shocking. I don't know too many Capricorns that don't want to work. They don't want to worry about it, or they want to think, or they want to sleep. All right, well, if there is a Capricorn involved, they need to, I guess, put in more work or put in more hours, or this is not a good time for somebody to rest. Also, they didn't, thank you, they didn't really have, is it a Capricorn? Because they didn't really have anything where it was saying they weren't working. So that's kind of odd. But anyway, yeah, keep something perpetual. Stay on the same schedule. Stay on the same path. What other energy should you be in, Scorpios? And then we're going to do Leo next. Vision. Okay, what do you need to see clearly here? Love, mood, inspiration, and mystery. Okay, do not, I know Aquarius, that was Aquarius and Sag, but I wouldn't do something out of love here. That's going to be like a regret. Like somebody should be working right now, basically. That's the best way I could put it. There's no, yeah, there's a Four of Swords. Is somebody like literally just sleeping or like, all right, what do you need to see? Yeah, there's the, okay, there's the working, Eight of Pentacles, a Magician, a Chariot. Keep working on something or keep building on something. Something is like, it's right there. You're able to move forward with it. Okay. That was an odd reading. All right. Maybe you have to tell somebody to do something that they're not doing or focusing on. Because it looks like somebody's literally like sleeping or I don't know. All right. That's interesting. I don't think that was Capricorn though, because theirs wasn't telling them to be worried. It'll tell you to be concerned. All right, Leos. Thank you. All right, so let's see. What's the energy surrounding the Leos? You said is Scorpio safe or in danger? Because somebody was threatening them 2 days ago. I don't know. That didn't come out just now. It looked, they came out as the Empress. So it looked like Scorpio was kind of comfortable. All right, Leos. What's the center of the reading surrounding the Leos here? You guys have come out in several readings. Peace again. So Scorpio, Leo have Capricorn. Let me write this down. All right, so peace. All right, so what role do you play here, Leos? What role do you play here? Okay, so your guidance, you're listening to something, you're paying attention to, okay, who are you being guided by here? You're doing fine in this moment, in the current moment. Yeah, you're being guided by superstition. Okay, so if you're worried, you are being guided by that superstition, by that worry, or if somebody is warning you, you are listening. All right, so what is somebody worried or concerned about? Self-love. Oh, okay, what is that guiding you to do? Somebody's worried about being selfish or pacifying themselves. Okay. And so what is that guiding you to do? Guidance and emotions. Okay, okay, okay. So this is the thing. In this energy, if somebody is concerned about whether or not they're always like, okay, so how do I want to word this? There's not going to be an instance where you're always going to be able to be in self-love, right? You're not always going to be able to be comfortable, right? Self-love is the King of Cups. People are, it's about being able to hold your emotions too. So I feel like somebody's like, yeah, listen and control your emotions. Somebody's concerned about whether or not they're going to be able to control their emotions. That is what you're listening to. It is about But I feel like you're going to be in scenarios where things are going to trigger you emotionally. You have to be able to calm down. You have to be able to think logically and kind of move in a certain light here. All right, so what other energy should you be in, Leos? Okay, so you should be in resistance. So Capricorn have resistance and courage, right? They should, they know like, okay, wait, let me be concerned. Let me really look into this. So what should you resist here for yourself, Leos? Okay, you should resist knowledge. So in this case, I feel like you don't know everything in a scenario yet. Get some more information. What else do you need more information about? I feel like too, if I'm telling you to resist, you would know what to resist. It's something that can trigger you emotionally, or you know that you'll have an emotional outburst or something like that. But what do you need to get more information on here? Yeah, courage and perspective again, and humor. Yeah, this has a lot to do with like emotions and anxiety, or like how the mind causes our emotions. That's interesting. I feel like too, there could be like this perspective or this belief that like courage automatically results in happiness. This is giving me like a curiosity killed the cat type of energy. Like everything, just because you're courageous, that doesn't mean it automatically is going to result in something positive. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Thanks for watching, Cheryl. I appreciate you. Okay, so we've got the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords. Okay, so we made a decision. We were okay with the decision, but we don't know. Yeah, the Son of Baskets. Somebody also has a perspective on what someone is saying, like I love you, flirting. The Magician. Now we're back. That Magician and that Gemini is coming out really strong here. Okay. 9 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Empress. Scorpio had the Empress. Scorpio was comfortable. It's a lot of, all I'm pulling is the mind and emotions, literally. You got the 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and then you have the Page of Cups, the 2 of Cups. So it's almost like the words that somebody is saying trigger an emotional anxiety, and that's the strategy, or something is all about like I love yous or flirting or being nice and kind. And that's supposed to calm somebody down, but I feel like that's not the case. Like, I feel like there needs to be more information. Like, don't just take, if you're dealing with something new or meeting somebody new, I wouldn't just take somebody's word for it when it comes to like being nice or sweet or kind. Who's in the 9 of Swords? It's like somebody is really passion. Yeah, passion, love. Yeah, I guess this is about a love reading, love and sex, or what is somebody worried about? Self-love again. Yeah, so this is about love or self-love, or worrying about whether or not they're going to be comfortable, whether or not they're going to be able to manage their emotions. This reading is odd. Is that a problem, or what might trigger your emotions here, Leo? Okay, defense, that something is rejected or something is blocked out. Okay, so if somebody tells you no, that's going to trigger you, or something is blocked out. So what's blocked out? What is somebody saying no to here? I will say I haven't pulled your energy just yet. You're normally the Strength card, and I feel like you may not be. So this is another thing too. You may feel like, well, I'm being nice or I'm being kind. Why can't I have blah, blah, blah? If one thing doesn't work out for you, you're trying to make something work. There are other options. This situation just may not work. What are you trying to get, or what is your intended outcome? You've got mystery and rebellion. Sagittarius came out as mystery. If you're dealing with Sagittarius, I'm going to assume they're going to say no. I feel like, too, if you're not dealing with Sag and you're doing research and looking into something, the first option that you pick, that is not going to work. What's being blocked out here? What is somebody saying no to? Yeah, this is a Sag then. Yeah, fluidity, spirituality, intuition. I feel like there is a reason. What is their intuition telling them to do? Versatility. I just said, and I don't, is there a Leo dealing with a Scorpio? If there's a Leo dealing with a Scorpio and you're wondering about that Scorpio is comfortable. That's one thing. If this is another person and you're trying to get them to work with you, you have to find another option, or you're going to have to experiment in another way, because this person intuitively knows what to go and create for themselves. So when you get fluidity, right, that's about experimenting, but they're not experimenting as far as like finding another option. They have to be fluidity as in going with the flow of what they're already working on. So this is because you have a lot about emotions here. So if this is a Sag, because they came out as mystery and you want to work with them, their advice was fluidity in a way where maybe they did look into something with you and that didn't work out. They can't work with you. Or if they have fluidity, I feel like that was more so the ebbs and flows of what they were working on and what they were dealing with and controlling their emotions in their own situation, because they didn't really have advice to like work with anybody, or it's like they're trying. So I feel like if something doesn't work out, go ahead and experiment with the next thing. That's okay. But there must be a Leo that wants, I don't know if there's any Leo that wants to know about a Scorpio. If you're wondering about a Scorpio, they are fine. They're comfortable. This is a lot of mental stuff. This is literally just about your mind and your emotions. Let's see what else. What else are you trying to get here, Leos? What's your intended outcome? And we'll figure out why something might be blocked out. So you got the Two of Swords. Yeah, it's like yeah. I keep seeing there's a Scorpio. They are their power. They're the Empress. They're supposed to say something out loud. I don't know if you wanted to know about, I don't know if you wanted to know about Scorpio or not. All right, but you want the Two of Swords. So you want something to be more logical. What's actually occurring here? Yeah, the Knight of Wands, there's the action. So they're taking the action. The Four of Cups, they don't want that. Here's an opportunity. Here's a new perspective. So it's like the elements are out of order. Something is not working. So what's missing from what you're trying to create or what you're trying to do here, Leos? Yeah, Sagittarius. I feel like if you want to work with a Sag, I don't think they're not going to do it. If it's not that, if it's not a person outside of you, I feel like it's patience. You don't have enough patience. So what is what is the Temperance? Do I didn't even pull them over here, but what is the Temperance doing for themselves, or I don't know. Yeah, leadership. Okay. So Aries didn't want to listen to the Sagittarius anyway. So I don't know if all these people are connected, but their leadership or they're initiating something themselves. What are they leading? Or what are they doing? Okay, confidence. Aries was supposed to be confident, so they had that. What do you need from the Sagittarius? What do you need from them? Or you need more patience? Yeah, the strength. That's what I'm saying. That's you though, Leo. It's like you need them to I don't know if you need them to speak up for you. Maybe you want somebody to put you on a platform or help you at work, or the best thing that I could say is you need patience, cuz I don't know if you always need somebody. I mean, I wouldn't want to go as far as to say you need somebody outside of yourself, but let's see what is angel for you. Can this, because this could just be you needing to be patient or calm yourself down, manage your emotions, because you have a lot of cards about emotions. All right, so what energy, what do you need here with angel? Yeah, there's confidence, the 9 of Pentacles, there's the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and then the 4 of Cups. So that's what I'm saying, something gets ignored. Like, I'm like, what? It's like something's ignored when they say it or when they tell you, or what do you want to hear from this person? Or what do you want them to do? That's what I'm trying to, because you may need to watch the Sagittarius reading. Leo, you may have Sag placements, right? I'm going to reword this. You may have like a Sag rising or a Sag moon. Watch the Sag reading and apply it to where that is your birth chart, right? So if you're a Sag rising, that's how you come off to the public. That's where, people will see you out. That's your first impression, interviews, things like that, networking. If you're a Sag moon, it's like your private relationships in your home life, those close connections, impulsiveness, things like that. Now, Sag had luck. They're not the 10 of Wands. It's like you need them to be the 10 of Wands or something. You need them to handle something. They're not doing that right now. They're in their reading, they were being themselves, or they were focusing on themselves or something like that. But it's like you need them to do something specifically for you, or you need them to help you or something, or now again, like if this is within yourself, I feel like you just need more patience. That's what the Temperance is. They're pouring the water, in each cup, so they're calming themselves down. What else are you being led to do here in the It's like, what's wrong? I'm not seeing you. Like, that's what's kind of confusing me, Leo. The best thing I would say is to calm your emotions down, because it's almost like it's like when something doesn't work or somebody tells you no, that's when you get emotional. So once somebody tells you no to something, what do you need to go do, Leo? That's the best thing I can help you with. What do you need to do if somebody tells you no here? You got defiance and luck. It's like go somewhere else or go get another opportunity. All right, let's get one more card of advice. I'm sorry that this reading was kind of off because I don't know what you need from somebody else. It's like a lot of emotions, and it's about courage, anxiety, humor. All right, let's see. What's another energy you should be in here, Leos? And then let's see the outcome. All right, order. What do you need to consider first for yourself? You got self-esteem, courage, and then fluidity. That's what I'm getting. Something is all about like emotions, or you need to keep experimenting. You need to keep looking for other options. It's okay if somebody tells you no. That's okay. What do you need to consider first here? Yeah, the sun is Leo. There's the Judgment, the Queen of Swords. There's the Nine of Swords. This is something is more mental than you're thinking. I feel like too, if this is the like a Sagittarius, or if it's somebody outside of you, they need to keep something professional. The Queen of Swords, they need to have like certain rules and regulations. All right, that's okay. Sorry if that did not make sense. Let's see. What's the outcome for you, Leos? And then we'll do Gemini. Yeah, focus is blocking something out. All right. All right, Gemini. We got Gemini, Cancer, and Libra. Gemini, Cancer, and Libra. If you're on TikTok, this will be up on my YouTube. It'll be time stamped. I'm trying to think. I don't know. That reading was interesting to me because I don't know. Like, personally, I don't know any Leo. Well, never mind. All right, Geminis. Geminis. Let's see what's going on. Hair really makes a big difference. I need curls. I love curls. I do not like straight hair at all. Okay. All right, Geminis. What's the center of the reading for the Geminis here? Center of the reading for the Geminis. Okay, strength. So now we got a Leo coming out here. Okay. All right. Okay. So Leo's coming out and you're reading, Geminis. What role do you play here? We're doing something perpetual. Okay, so you're confident. So you're doing well. You feel good about yourself. You're focused on yourself. You're confident. All right. What about the Leo? What does the Leo have anything to do in this reading? What's their energy? Yeah, emotions. Okay, so this might make more sense. I'm gonna leave a note in the description for Leos to watch Gemini. Let me see. So the Geminis might need to also watch the Leo reading. So it's about emotions. All right, so a Leo is getting emotionally triggered here. What energy should you be in here, Geminis? Maybe this is your friend, family member. All right, so you should be in respect. So first of all, this is about money here, right? Do not do any emotional spending. You may have Leo placements, Leo rising, Leo moon, or whatever. If you're, I will say too, I just got to say this. If you are a Gemini with a Leo rising, you look emotional in public. I just want to put that out there. You are getting triggered emotionally in public. But I'm also getting to, like, if you have the money here, like, save it, keep it to yourself, set a certain standard. If you're wondering about people to work with, I would work with a Taurus, because a Leo is too emotional. Dang, you got respect again. Okay. Yeah, fluidity, defense, and connectivity. All right, so it may work better for you to work with a Taurus just because of the way the emotions are set up over here. What else with respect? This could also be a rule or a regulation that you might set for yourself. So what rule and regulation are we going to stick with? You got love, emotions. Yeah, superstition. That's what I'm getting. It's like somebody's like very anxious. Okay. Well, you may have a rule surrounding like being generous, kind to somebody that's emotional. You're like, okay, it's cool. Like, I understand why you don't feel that, you don't feel well. Or if you're doing something, you want to make sure somebody is accommodated. Okay, so in your reading, what's triggering this Leo's emotions here? A Sagittarius. What's going on? Okay. I'm saying that because I'm a Sag and I really, I don't know any, I'm sorry. Okay, let me not say I don't know no Leos. Because there's going to be a Leo that's watching and takes offense to that. Or they don't have patience. But what, okay, so what is a Sag doing that's bothering a Leo? And this is in your reading? All right, what are they doing? Order? That was their reading. So they're planning something, they're organizing something. What I don't okay, what does a Leo want a Sagittarius to do? And that has something to do with your reading. You got these placements. What do they want a Sag to do? Passion. What, have sex with them or be attracted to them or take action, like take an impulsive action without organizing? They want this person to desire something. Okay, what do they want them to desire? Either it's sex or what do they want this person to desire? Personality, there's intuition and attitude. So this is the thing. What is a Sagittarius's intuition telling them? Because something that doesn't yeah, dominance and mystery. That was what Sag was doing. This is what they were supposed to be doing. Somebody wants, I guess, a Sagittarius to desire being seen with them, be put out in public with them. Why? It's almost like, and we're gonna figure out. I don't know what you're reading. I don't know if you know this person. I don't know if you can calm them down or if you have a Leo placement. I don't know why they're so. All right, let's see. I don't know why they're so focused. Let's see. It's like a Leo is very upset with a Sagittarius right now because that Sag does not desire them or not attracted to them or doesn't want to have sex with them or doesn't desire the same things as them. I feel like too, somebody may want information from a Sagittarius, show up, talk to me, or like something's kind of odd. Okay, let's figure out. Okay, so wait, who is the Leo to you? How do you know this Leo? Yeah, healing, resilience, defiance, and passion. It's literally like, no, I want that Sagittarius to go against healing something. And I want them to do this for me, or I want them to, and somehow that affects you. It's like, no, I want, stop healing that, stop fixing that, have sex with me, or be attracted to me, or focus on me, or something like that, or desire what I want, or, okay. Let's see. I don't know what I don't know what that is. I be saying that and it's gonna make sense later. I'll be like, oh, that's the Leo. All right, let's see. So what is the Sagittarius doing? Their order. So what are they doing? Okay, so we got justice. Justice energy is Libra. So they could be doing something logically. That's how they're starting out or accurately. There's the Eight of Wands. Okay, so that's Sagittarius. There's the Three of Cups. There's the Page of Pentacles. Order. I just told Leo that they were the Three of Cups. They're doing something in the moment. They feel good in the moment, but they're being guided by superstition. I just said that. They're being guided by a worry or an anxiety. This is what Sag is doing up here. Something that Sag is doing has nothing to do with the Leo. So if somebody's getting offended or getting emotional, whatever that Sag is doing, if anything, it has to do with Libra energy. It has nothing to do with a Leo. So where in this scenario with what the Sagittarius is doing, planning, where is the Leo? In their eyes or in the Sagittarius's scenario, the Leo is the Two of Swords. So I'm gonna say that's kind of that's like a minor. It's a two. It's not. It may not even be something that somebody is thinking about. What is the Sagittarius's intended outcome for themselves with order? Determination, focus, tenacity. They're focused on something. That is all. They're just planning on focusing on something. So what are they what are they trying to focus on? Creating something. What are they trying? Yeah, they're creating something, or they're trying. Okay, what are they trying to create for themselves? They're trying to build something or create something. Spirituality, defense, and spirituality. So it's the way it could be like their belief systems, their spiritual belief systems. It would be like, okay, for me, right? I'm a Sag. I'm making my tarot deck. That's what I'm focused on. Or I do my channel. That's what I'm focused on. Like something has nothing to do with a Leo. Or they're using their own spiritual belief systems. They're using their own belief systems. Something, and I don't, okay. So that's that. Okay. That's what the Sag is doing. I guess this is a chain reaction. You said don't tell them, they'll try to ruin it. I don't know what they can do. Okay, so the Leo is over here and they're emotional. So let's see what the Leo actually wants is passion. Maybe there could also be like a Sag that has a spiritual belief system against sex. Like they're not, they don't want to mix their energy, or I mean, these cards look like somebody is very focused on creating something. Okay. All right, what is the Leo here? What is the Leo currently doing in your reading? Because now they're emotional. What is the Leo doing? Yeah, it's like, no, that literally, they had defiance, and it's like they're mad. It's almost like they're mad at what a Sag is saying, or they're kind of jumping to conclusions, or something is a really big deal to them. Okay, if you have Leo placements, Gemini, I wouldn't take offense to what a Sag is doing. If something doesn't have like anything to do with a Leo placement, I don't think, or they're not doing it. They're not intentionally, like, I don't think they're intentionally doing anything against a Leo here. So what does the Leo actually want? Because it's like, if this is the Sag, they're talking, they're expressing themselves. It's like I feel like they're taking offense to what somebody is doing. Okay, so what does the Leo want here? You got the Knight of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and then the Nine of Cups. That's what I'm saying. It's like be attracted to me, or they want to be able to romance a Sagittarius, or what are they? Okay. And so what would be the outcome for this Leo here? That's odd, honestly. Yeah, it's like emotions. Everything is emotional. And then here's I don't know. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell the Leo. I have no idea what you even have to do with this. I guess you know them, or you have Leo placements. Okay, well, All right, Gemini. So what energy should you be in? You have confidence and respect. So let's see, what energy should you be in here? You got the Two of Pentacles. There's the love part. So you're trying to be generous or kind. There's the Emperor and the Queen of Wands again. Yeah, the Seven of Wands and the Leo, the Strength card. You might have to, this is even coming out as Aries. Maybe you have to explain to a Sag, like, this is what you're doing to reject a Leo. I don't know if they get it, or I don't know if they understand. I don't think they really see it, or I feel like, too, you're being kind or understanding as to why they're blocking out a Leo. There's the Strength card. This is what, okay, what? All right, this is why, or this is why. I don't know. Like, you have to be understanding. You're like, yeah, this is why, or so why doesn't the Sagittarius want to work with a Leo or be with a Leo? I gotta get a card for intuition. They know not to. It's intuitive, or they're following their gut instincts, or it's instinctual. I don't. What do they, okay, if they worked with a Leo, what would be the result for them, or if they were attracted to or had sex with, or what would be the outcome for them? Or maybe you want them to speak up about a Leo, or, yeah, mood. That's what I'm saying. It would be a regret or a loss of money, or a waste, or like a loss of time. And they already know that. Or, like, so Leo's emotions are triggered right now. A Sag is like, well, I'm not going to fix that. Or what will I do to fix that? That's not me. That's something within you. Or what will they miss out on? Or what will they lose out on? Yeah, fluidity. Sagittarius is supposed to be fluidity right now. They're supposed to have ebbs and flows. I feel like if a Sag did something with a Leo right now, or worked with a Leo, it would be like a loss, or something would remain stagnant. I feel like your role here is you have to explain to somebody, well, maybe you have to explain to someone, like, that's their choice, or that's why they're saying no to this. They have to focus on this. They have to focus on building something. All right. Sorry that your reading seems to be about like two completely different people, unless you have those placements. All right, Cancer. Cancer is next. Hopefully y'all reading is about you. We got Cancer and Libra, so that's what's left. Really quick, too, in the Gemini reading, I want to say that I feel like, because this is what Sag had, right? This is what they were doing. They started out with logic, right? They started out with air, fire, water, and earth. There's the material part. I feel like if we're going in order of the zodiac, the Leo energy would be kind of going backwards. They've already started at Libra. So if you look at, like, if you're using an astrology wheel, right, and something's going in order, this Sagittarius is already at the point of Libra, justice, cause and effect. They're already, like, Leo is still, like, kind of learning yourself. It's like somebody wants someone to go backwards or something. All right. Okay, Cancer. Yeah, I feel like you're just gonna, yeah. All right. Let's get Cancer. And we're going to do Libra. Okay. Oh, I was just ignoring the Twitch people and the Kick people. My bad, y'all. All right, what's the energy surrounding the Cancers? What's the center of your reading, Cancers? All right, passion, desires, ambition, inspiration, lust. All right, what role do you play? Now, Cancer, y'all came out 50-11 times in people's readings, but what role, or your card, but what role do you play today, Cancers, in this scenario? Okay, superstition. So you and Virgo are both nervous. So Virgo and Cancer are both nervous. You could, you know, have Virgo placements. What are you worried about, Cancer? What are you worried about? Personality. You could be worrying about being seen. You're like, I don't really want to be seen, or I don't really want to talk about that. Or you could, if this is another person, you don't trust that person's personality. You're like, is that really who you are, how you are? I don't know. I don't know if that's real. What are you worried is going to happen? Passion again, style, and humor. You're like, I don't want some, first of all, this is within yourself, and you're like, I don't want to show something off. You're like, I don't want somebody to copy what I got, or I don't want somebody to, I feel like you don't want somebody to be attracted to you, or you don't want to be seen, or you don't want a lot of people to see you. I feel like something is sexual. You don't want like sexual attention or something like that too. All right, what other energy should you be in? Yep, this is General Rico. What other energy should you be in, Cancers? Okay, order. So plan something. Get something organized here. What should you consider first? Because I feel like the more you plan something or organize something, you'll be less worried. But what should you put in? What should you consider first here? Oh, okay. No, superstition. You should be concerned. You should actually be concerned. Okay, look into something. So if you consider what you're concerned about, then what? What are you able to organize or plan here? You're going to be able to plan accordingly. Sexuality, vision, and finesse. All right, so first of all, there's a couple ways I could read this. If you don't trust somebody's intentions, or you feel like somebody's being fake or putting on a phony personality, you're correct in worrying about that. So what that means is, it doesn't mean that you automatically just move accordingly. Like, I wouldn't say anything out loud about it, but get more information on the person, get to know somebody before you move forward with something, or, you know, before you actually incorporate them in something. All right, so that's one thing. If you are literally worried about like somebody being sexual with you or sexual attraction, you are right to be worried about that. Like, somebody's intentions, it looks like, is to have sex with you or something sexual. I feel like too, if somebody desires to be seen with you, like, you're like, wait, I don't know if that's good for me to be seen with this person, work with this person, you have a right to be worried about that. Because I feel like too, the more you talk to somebody, the more you have a conversation with them, you are going to see that they're copying or stealing or sneaking. So I would get more information on an individual. Let's get 8 cards. Let's see. You're going to have a new perspective on calming down as well. Ace of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. You're going to want to hold back. Yeah, this has something to do with Leo and Sag energy as well. But anywho, all right, so the World, the Star, and then you got the 5 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to pull that out. So You should be concerned about something later on. I don't think you'll be able to get good support from this person. I feel like too something could also affect your health as well. Um, yeah, you need to look into something. What's going to come to an end here with the World card? What comes to an end? It's like also I'm getting something has been solved or came to an end and somebody wants to redo it. They want to redo it over again. They want to repeat it. What's coming? What needs to come to an end or what already came to an end here? We already completed something. Leadership and instinct. Yeah, and voice. So this is like something somebody already instinctually taught you this, told you this. Hey, I already, I gave you information on this. Don't do that. This is as simple as me explaining this to you, Cancer. Like, if you feel concerned or worried or you don't trust something, get more information on that person. That is correct. All right, so leadership, intuition, and voice and style. Yeah. Whatever somebody has already told you, they are correct. They are right. Listen to them. They gave you that information. They told you to look into something. You don't need to look into something any further. Like you don't, what I mean is you don't need to question what somebody has told you any further. They already told you to look into it. I gotta say this too, like if this is about sex, because you do have passion and sexuality coming out, I feel like yes, somebody wants sex. That's if you're a woman and you're dating and you don't know that by now, and I'm not trying to say that in a mean way. That is what the point is. That is how lust works. That is why you date good looking people, you're attracted to them. That is a part of it. That doesn't, sometimes it's not all what people always just want that, but I feel like that is a big part of it. That nobody is going to, if you're a woman watching this for love, there is no man that is going to date you if they can't have sex with you. I don't care what movie you've seen. I don't care what man wants to get on here and lie about it. That is why when women get sick and end up in hospitals, they get left by their husbands almost immediately. That man goes and remarries and starts having sex with somebody else. If they go to jail, it ain't no men pulling up to the jail. It ain't no men pulling up to the jail, okay? They need to go have sex with somebody else. This is what you're wondering if you're like, oh, are they attracted to me? Or yes, that's it. You have a right to be concerned. If it's not that, if somebody wants to copy something from you, take from you, bite off of you, and they seem really nice or kind, get to know that person, learn more about that person. You're going to see their intentions. You're going to see what's going on. You're going to see that somebody is copying something. I'm also getting to, if you see like a personality online or something like that, and you're like, wait, is this a real company? Is this a real person? No, it's fake. You are going to see that it's fake. Because I feel like you've been told this. Leadership, intuition, and voice and style. Somebody has told you this already. So you already know what it is. If you're dealing with something and you're concerned about what's going on, look into it further. That is good for you to be concerned. You don't have to jump off the ledge and jump into something right away automatically all the time. You don't have to do that. You can take your time, look at something, research something. Nobody is forcing you to just jump off the ledge and just do whatever. All right. All right, Libra is last but not least. Libra is last but not least here. And then I will timestamp this, y'all. All right, so what's the center of the reading for the Libras? Let me shuffle that a little better too. All right, what is the situation for the Libras here? Okay, respect. You could be dealing with a Taurus in this case. This could be rules, regulations, commitment, using our own personal resources. All right, so what role do you play here, Libras? Okay, innovation. So you are able to, you're creating something, you're able to manipulate something, it's working, you have all the tools to make something work. All right, what are you able to create here, Libras? superstition and emotions. You're talking about a superstition about emotions, or you're able to make, hopefully you're not able to make somebody worried. Knowledge and truth. You're creating a you're literally making, I'm sorry. You're creating worries, or you're creating anxiety, or you're making up something that has something to do with emotions. Okay, I don't know. All right, what what other energy should you be in here, Libra? What other energy should you be in here? Spirituality. Okay. Literally, you are, okay, if you should be in spirituality, you may need to do a card reading for yourself. You need to, I would meditate, calm down. I would look for symbols, synchronicities. We're going to figure out what that is. Now, if you're making up a what? Let me see. What are you able to create? Superstition and emotions. But the energy you should be in is spirituality. So meditate, slow down, journal, things like that. What are you able to, what are you creating? What is the end result of what you're creating? All right, before I do this, Libra, don't get mad at me, because I feel like Libras are the number one to be fussing. But this is what you're creating. A fight, chaos, a distraction. That is the end result, is the Five of Wands. It's a conflict, a distraction, a fight. Wow. Yeah, this is okay. I mean, that's what you're creating. You're creating chaos. So a superstition about emotion. So a fight, an argument. Okay. I'm just pulling the cards. Thank you, Dean. What are you doing in innovation? How are you creating this? You're creating a distraction or a fight or chaos. What are you doing to create this? Is you're the Knight of Wands. So I feel like you're impulsively going into something. You're rushing in. Okay. Again, I am just reading the cards. All right. You're rushing. Okay. So this could be like you're provoking people or something. Or you're rushing. All right. If this is within yourself, you're creating chaos within yourself because you're rushing into something. All right, let's see. So with spirituality, what energy should you be in with spirituality here? Yeah, the Hangman. Okay, you need to slow down. You are impulsively doing something that's creating conflict, a fight, you are creating chaos, literally. You need to slow down. The Hangman is meditating, thinking differently. There is a target on his head, but of course, in this case, because we're talking about spirituality, you can talk about you may want to consider like the third eye. Yeah, you need to slow down. What would be the result of the Hangman of spirituality here? What would be the result here if you were to calm down a little bit, or like meditate or look at this differently? You got the Five of Wands and Six of Pentacles, and then the Fool. The Five of Wands. This is weird. I don't know what your reading's about. All right, so I feel like there's conflict, or all right, I do know. Okay, the High Priestess. All right. Let's see. Okay, so spirituality is your advice. We'll clarify. Give me 8 cards. Full 10 of Wands of Justice. All right, there you go. The Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. You are presenting something to a group of people. Eight of Wands, Four of Wands, a Four of Swords. Yeah, you are creating a superstition about emotion. I feel like you're making people not consider their emotions. What else are you doing in the Justice here? Sexuality, self-esteem, and respect. This is odd. Your reading does not, I'm not gonna lie. What effect does spirituality have on you? What effect will spirituality have on you, Libra? Sexuality, mystery, and defiance. What is the rule that we're supposed to follow with respect here? What is the norm, or what is the rule? The norm or the rule is connectivity, a trap mindset, or that people are going to be trapped or stuck. Okay, a trap mindset about what? A Sagittarius. What? A Sag healing a Sagittarius, or a Sag healing themselves, or... So a few days ago, you guys had a negative outlook on a Sagittarius. Okay. So there's a trap mindset on angels, literally. Like, if we're talking about something spiritual or religious, there could be like a perspective of people looking down on you, supporting you, angels, things like that. But I feel like... So this is what you're doing. This is typically a Sag energy. So I feel like if you read your own card, you're like, no, the Knight of Wands is a Sagittarius, or no, I'm not acting like that, but you're in a Sag energy. So maybe you have a Mercury in Sag or a Sag rising. But you're like, no, I'm that's not me, or I'm not doing that, or something. This is odd. Okay, so the rule is a trap perspective on what Sagittarius means, or what a Sagittarius is, or... All right, so what is the trap perspective here on Sagittarius energy? The Queen of Cups, love. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Superstition about emotions. I feel like you think there's something about love or emotions or an emotional connection. And all it's doing is creating chaos. Okay, where is the Sagittarius at, or where is the Sag energy? Let me get one card. They're the Ten of Pentacles. So the Sag is with a group of people, or they're with their family. They're in the Ten of Pentacles. So where are you at in comparison to that? They're with a community of people. The Chariot and the Three of Wands. Yeah, this is actually confusing. This is confusing. What is the angel doing? What is the Sagittarius doing? Because I don't think they're there. Yeah, order again. It's like your reading is similar to Leo. Everybody keeps worrying about a Sagittarius, but they're planning something, or they're getting something organized. They're not... And now you're creating some sort of superstition around how emotions work. In this reading, what is the Sag focused on? What are they planning for themselves here? Yeah, there's vision and love. So I feel like they have a certain perspective of love, or how they view the Queen of Cups, or how they view emotions. They have their own perspective, or they're planning something, or they're focused on themselves. So you're supposed to be in a spiritual mindset. The best thing I would do is to slow down. I'm also getting too, like, if you read your own cards, everybody, you're not always going to be like that same card or something like that. Like, you're not always going to, like, say somebody was pulling cards and they're like, this is a Sagittarius, but I just said that you're the Knight of Wands and you're causing the Five of Wands, but there will be a Libra like, no, that's not me, that's a Sag. It's like, right now, this is the energy that you're in. Or like, I don't understand, like, I don't really understand your reading. So I feel like your advice with spirituality is like, calm down and slow down. That's the best thing I could give you, because something is like all over the place for you. I feel like that. So that's why they have order and you have the Five of Wands. Like, there's like chaos here. There's the Justice. Okay, so let's see. What would be your energy and spirituality? Let's just get 4 cards, and then I'll just wrap it up. I don't know. Yeah, there's a Knight of Swords. Here's a plan. 3 of Pentacles, a Tower, and then the Page of Cups. So this is going to be something unexpected. It's going to shift your mindset. So what is the typical mindset or the norm, or what do we expect here? Hey there on Kick. Yeah, order. That's what I'm getting. There's like a norm to what order is, or to what it means to have something organized. Right now, this is what Sag is: order. They're planning something, or they're organized, or they're doing something in a specific way. It's like you have something is chaotic right now. You keep having a Five of Wands. Okay. What's going to be the result here with the Tower? What are you going to realize, or what's the result? You got inspiration, courage, and strength again. Passion, finesse, healing. There you go, Libra. Okay, what else needs to be healed for you, Libra? I have a lot of cards down, so I do want to pick some of these up. And I'm not going to say like something is an issue. I don't want to say like something's wrong with you, but all right, so what is the situation that currently needs to be healed? Yeah, love. It's how you view love, or how you view emotions, or what are you doing out of love right now, Libra? What are you doing out of love or romance? You're changing. What was the scenario before? You could be changing yourself, but what was the scenario before? You were focused. You were determined. So this is about a relationship. As soon as a relationship, or as soon as you want to care for somebody, or you're emotionally attached to somebody, you change your focus. You're like determined. You're okay. What were you focused on before? Or what were you determined to have before? Okay, luck. You could be focused on your own opportunities. You're paying attention to how much time, energy, effort you're putting into something. You're focused on those things. And then what do you turn into? Or it's like you have an opportunity that's going well for yourself, and then you change it. So, okay, what do you start doing? Yeah, peace. You stop focusing. You stop paying attention. It's almost like you stop caring about how much time is passing, how much time you're investing in something. You stop caring about an opportunity that you have. What was your luck? What will come easy for you? Order. That's what Sagittarius do. It's like you need to organize something, or focus on something, or continue. It's like love gets in the way, or emotions. And now that's why the center of your reading is you are creating a superstition around emotions. I feel like you're telling yourself something that may not be the case, or may not be true. You like stop paying attention to your opportunity. It's almost like time just passes because you're in love. Love for who? Now, I don't know if this could be romance. It could be friends, family. It could be anybody that you're doing something out of love for. It could be at work. Okay, out of love for who here? You got change. It could be a Scorpio. What does this need to be healed into, Libras? You got fight, hustle. There's determination again. So there's your distraction and your focus. You need to stop getting distracted. That's the best way I can tell you, because it's like you're creating your own distractions or you're rushing into something. What does this need to be changed into? What's the result? Yes, calm yourself down. There's the Magician. There's the Emperor. And then there's your Nine of Swords again. And the Eight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. You need to... I don't know if you're making somebody worry, literally. I don't know if you're creating a worry, creating anxiety. There is a way for you to manage these emotions. What else will spirituality help you do? Try to meditate, or there's something you need to look into here. I feel like spirituality will help you kind of hold back. What's the outcome for the Libras? That could also be optimism. Yeah, power, finesse, and humor. That's what I'm saying. There's some type of this belief system around about your emotions does not make sense. What do you believe about emotions? What is your belief here? Resistance in emotions. What do you think makes you resist your emotions? Because it's almost like... Because, of course, you're not supposed to allow emotions to overtake something, but you're supposed to feel things as well. So, like, if you feel something is off, that means you need to clean it up, fix it, right? Like, all right, my stomach hurts. That means I ate something bad. I need to not eat that again, right? Oh, my arm is itching. That means I'm allergic to something. I need to not touch that again. It's like you're completely like not trying to feel something at all. And that is your belief system. What do you believe is the result of resisting your emotions? I feel like it's a perspective of something, or you feel like you can handle a lot. You feel like, oh, I look like I can handle this, that, and the third, or I look stronger. Okay, what should your viewpoint on emotions be? I feel like you need to use them or like incorporate or pay attention to it. Yeah, defiance, mystery, and fluidity. You kind of need to figure out what's going on. You need to do research, like what's wrong. Literally, it's like, wait, why do I feel like this? What's wrong? All right, Libras, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to timestamp it. That was a whole lot of cards because that reading was kind of odd to me. But I'm going to timestamp this for y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all know where to book my readings. If you're on TikTok, you can catch this up on YouTube. The members, you guys get monthly questions. So when you sign up, just email me with your YouTube name. I'll just double check, make sure you're on the membership list. And you do get a free question. Well, not a free question because you're paying for a membership. But you get a question every month. And then I will be doing love readings and career readings for you guys on the members only videos and members only shorts. And you guys do get discount codes to the store. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. And y'all have a good one. And I will be back tomorrow.